my beautiful Aquarius friends? Welcome to your October 2020 tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. That is me. My name is Annie. I am so happy to have you all out there with me today, as well as the cross watchers. The first half of this will be messages regarding relationships, love, romance, things of that sort. The second half, which I will timestamp down below, will be things regarding career, money, finances, things in that arena of life. So feel free to skip right to that if you're just looking for career messages, but we're going to start off hot and heavy with love, right? As always, guys, Aquarius, it's a pleasure to have you. Welcome again, and welcome to the newbies especially. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, my general spiel, these are general messages. You guys know the drill. Not everything I say will resonate with every single one of you out there. Please know that in advance. That's normal. That's going to happen when I'm reaching out to lots and lots of energies. It is my goal, it is my aim, it is my intent to resonate with many Aquarians out there. I have to take the main messages that come forth and have faith that it's going out to who needs to hear it. If it's not your message, don't be offended. It won't be every time. That being said, I hope lots and lots of this resonates. I hope you walk away from this feeling motivated, inspired, empowered, all those good things. If you're watching it and you don't feel that way, A, it's probably not your message, and B, give it some time. It might not make sense instantly. Shelve it, revisit it in a couple weeks, in a couple days, whatever you feel is best for you. Aquarian, you are responsible for your own actions and decisions. You are always going to be in the driver's seat of your own life. I'm a tarot reader who also believes in free will. So that's what you need to know about me, my channel, how I read. Everything else will be down below for you in the box, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram.com. If you want to book a personal, just shoot me an email. I would be happy to do so for you. And that's about it. We're going to hop in. Tell me about Aquarius's love life. You got cards like sneaking out, like show me, show me. All right. Ooh, this looks strong, Aquarius. Let's see. Some of you are proposing to a Cancer or vice versa. There might be a Cancer that is proposing to you, and it seems like you hit the jackpot on this one. It could also involve an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, in which case I would say they're going to be the mother of your children or vice versa. This is like a very spiritual connection. It feels like it was like the stars aligned for you guys to meet, and it's like, yeah, it actually feels very heavy, Aquarius. For those who are new, I'm not typically the tarot reader that's like, you're gonna win $1 million, but in terms of like finding a really great love connection, this feels beautiful. The High Priestess for me is typically Cancer. It could also be Pisces. There's a very strong moon association, and I just read this card to Pisces, and I said, she is a force to be reckoned with, whether you're male, female, right? The High Priestess is like, I control the tides, bitch. I control the water, right? Like, she's powerful, but it's drenched with love. It's drenched with emotion and compassion. It's like there's an offer being made that Knight of Pentacles, sorry, let me point to the right card. Knight of Pentacles is earth energy. It could be money, but it's progress. It's building. It's growing into something even greater. And because I'm reading for love, I'm assuming this major arcana typically represents people or major changes in our life. So unless you're taking a vow of silence, and maybe you are, Aquarius, either way, it seems like a very good proposition. It seems like a good deal. It seems like there will be growth as well as longevity and security. I'll just say it. You may be marrying into a family where there's a lot of wealth, where there's a lot of money. So ain't nothing wrong with that, right? Unless you've taken a vow of poverty, then there might be a bit of a conflict. But that in itself is a fantastic message. I feel like I want to give you a little bit more just because, you know, it is casting a very wide net. I didn't have a lot of specifics there, but let's throw a few more on it to narrow it down to whose message that could be of my Aquarian people. But ultimately, with the High Priestess, her message is trust your intuition. You know if that's your message already, Aquarius. Trust that. Again, in terms of zodiac signs, very strong Cancerian or Pisces energy, as well as possibly my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If it does involve an earth sign, the earth sign might be quite old. The earth sign might be quite younger than you in age. If it involves a water sign, that water sign might be quite, if they're not older, they act older. They're a very mature spiritual being. So I'm curious to see what this card is. I gotta go grab it. Let's see. Two of Pentacles. All right, so that to me is confirmation of Capricorn, and also doubling up. Money is growing, so this could also indicate that it's someone you may join the family business, or there's an inheritance of like wealth. I've been giving that message a lot lately. For one or two of you, this is not the main message. I want to be very clear, but I'll just give it because it did come up. You may be making a choice between a water sign and an earth sign. The reason why you're frustrated is because the one that you were holding out for, and you probably already know, again, your intuition tells you they may already be married. So in which case, go for the single person. Do I even need to say that? Aquarius. Come on, get it together. I'm just kidding. That seems like a fantastic message. I don't know what else to tell you. Nothing really is coming through. Something about fruit. Fruit, I'm almost getting as a clothing pattern. I don't know if it's like a tropical Hawaiian shirt that has like pineapples on it, or something about a tablecloth. Something about big spreads of fabric that have fruit. It could be a comforter, it could be a bedspread, it could be a quilt, it could be a... I'm sort of getting like wacky clothing, like, I don't know, like bananas on socks or something like that. So maybe that's your partner. Maybe they have a wacky sense of dress. But yeah, they're coming in with major news and communication, and it seems very positive. It may come sort of suddenly. I don't want to say completely unexpectedly because your intuition tells you so, but it may come faster than you were anticipating. I like this message. I say go with it, Aquarius. Especially if you are a male Aquarius, this very likely involves you. Okay, moving on to the next message. Again, really beautiful, really strong cards. There's a fire sign specifically from your past that seems to be wanting to show themselves here, especially a Leo. I have two major indicators that there is a Leo afoot. You may also be giving birth to a child that is a Leo. So that would be, I don't know, when, end of July, early August, or mid-August, really. Let's see. So what is the major message here? It's definitely someone from your past. Oh, okay. So for those of you who decided you did not want to have children, you may actually have a change of heart. That's what I'm getting there. And it's going to be beautiful. Yeah, there's definitely a message of children here too. So okay, so if it doesn't have to do with having children, there may have been a decision made about your child, or if you're the child, about your parent. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a parent-child connection here where there was a judgment made too quickly. And so it's almost like somebody takes time to think about what was said or what was done. And they're like, you know what, like, let's talk about this again. There's a change of heart or a change of mind, but I want to emphasize it's a very positive one. Absolutely. This isn't like, I love you. Just kidding, I don't. It would not be that. If anything, it would be the reverse. It would be like, I think we should break up. Just kidding, I love you. Like, it would be that, which I have to be honest, more than any other sign, Aquarius, I get that for you the most. So I don't know if that makes sense to a bunch of my Aquarians out there, but it's almost like somebody doesn't trust their heart. And I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. You are an air sign, right? Swords, the mind, the intellect, the knowledge. It would make sense to me that you possibly look at love and frequently make head over heart decisions when universe is really guiding you to start thinking more with your heart, in which case that message would make sense. You know, it's like the logistics, for lack of a better word, of how you can make it work with your person, it seems like it defies the odds, or it's too much of a burden to figure out. But when it comes down to it, when it's that, okay, maybe we should separate, it just doesn't seem to be working out, there's that pull back to like the soulmate. That's what this feels like, especially with a Leo. That is kind of your divine counterpart, isn't it? Or however you want to say it. It's your opposite on the zodiac wheel. So I always think as a reader, there tends to be the most karmic partnerships with your opposing sign, because it's the yin to your yang, right? There's something beautiful and opposite about that balance, about that equilibrium between you. And welcome to Libra season, right? All about partnerships and finding balance and equilibrium. Opposites attract, you bet your motherfucking ass they do. All right, moving on. I'm getting sassy. Sorry, I apologize for the language. That was inappropriate. New love messages for I almost called you Libra. Are you dealing with a Libra? I almost said Libra. Anyway, moving on. Oh, I can feel you guys. What person from the past? Well, for a lot of you, it's a Leo. If it's not, again, it feels like someone you had like a separation, but it wasn't a brutal, painstaking one. I'm not to say you didn't feel it. It does feel like you're longing to be with this person or vice versa. But it felt like, again, I say this to you all the time, Aquarius. It felt like maybe like a mutual decision to try time apart. But yeah, a lot of you, you're gonna try and go back. Yeah, and so there might be quite a distance between you. It could be that someone ends up having to move and they're a little apprehensive or nervous to do that, especially because of your history of what seems like it could have been on again, off again, or I think we should break up, just kidding, I don't want to. This person is a little bit like Aquarius, like don't fool with me, don't play with my emotions, Aquarius. That's what it feels like. It's like I'm ready to move in with you, but like when I get there, I can't just leave. You know this, right? And maybe this is you, maybe this is how you're feeling, but this person is looking for stability in a relationship. So if any of this is making sense to you, if you're thinking this is like you're just gonna like go in and get out again, it's not that simple. It feels, in that case, I would say it feels cruel because it does feel like you're toying with your person's emotions if you're not in it for the long haul, because that's what this person wants. Again, this may have to do with a Capricorn. I'm getting a lot of Capricorn energy here. So maybe you're a cusper. Maybe this is just a confirmation of that's you in your chart. But anyway, new message. I want to switch decks. Can we switch decks? Yes, we can, because I'm in charge. All right. Aquarius, I feel awesome in your energy right now. Sometimes I do readings and it just like it's firing on cylinders, and I can tell you have very beautiful things either already right in front of you or coming in. Your energy feels like it's vibing high. You're not letting the craziness of life right now bother you. Or you're not going to be. Again, I mean, that's a message that wants to come out, so if that's not what you're feeling, grab it. Take a hold of that energy and utilize it. All right, tell me. These came right out too. All right. Queen of Wands, all right, so possibly a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, very strong feminine energy there. And do keep in mind, these don't always have to be romantic relationships either. I'm viewing it through that lens, but this could be a best friend, this could be a parent, this could be an aunt, a child, a brother, a sister, you understand? Okay. Again, with the past, the Six of Cups, the fire sign. So you have a King and Queen of Wands here in different spreads, mind you. So very strong fire sign elements. Nine of Cups, holy shit, wish fulfillment. King of Wands, oh, look at that. You got a divine pairing in the same spread. If I had only kept reading before I interjected that, separate spreads. You do, you have the King of Wands twice. The Four of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This is the exact same message I already gave to you about on again, off again, and then when you finally are apart, when you are not together, it's this, God, I miss them. Like, why? Like, I don't know if it's as dramatic as I'm making it. I'm adding a element of humor, but it just feels like, why did I break up with them? Like, I really love being with them. And when it's like when you're not with them, you miss them. So maybe it's not a breakup, but there's something keeping you guys at either a physical distance or an emotional distance. But like, I just have to say it, you guys are on fire together. This feels very strong. You got the damn wish fulfillment card. You got the soulmate cards. You have a divine pairing. You also have the Queen of Cups. That again is confirming exactly what I already said, which is Spirit is asking you to start thinking more with your heart than with your head. Aquarius, we know you're a damn genius. You're the King of Swords, like arguably the smartest sign. Shh, don't tell anybody I said that, but true. We know you defy logic. That's not the right word, but essentially with the way you're able to analyze and interpret things, you see things differently. But you know, I always think Aquariuses are like ahead of their time, right? I know it sounds like I'm kissing your ass. I don't at all mean for that, but you're welcome. Anyway, we know you got it on lock on the logic of things. What is your heart telling you? I know that's hard for some of you guys, right? That's the exact same message. I'm not going to go into it. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. You have a card of Scorpio here. You have another card of Cancer. You have another card of Cancer, and you have a card of Pisces. So your love readings right now are laced with fire and water, and as I said, possibly a Capricorn. All right, let's do one more message in love, and then we will move on to career and finances. You have 3 kick-ass love messages. 3. Save some for the rest of us, Aquarius. To give somebody a shout out. Who's my Aquarius person? Oh, Angela, what's up if you're watching this? Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I feel like I get good vibes from you, and you've been very kind to me and sharing positivity about my channel, so thank you for that. I hope you're watching. I hope this helps you. I hope these messages speak to you, but even if they don't, what's up, girl? I appreciate you. All right, let's do it. I'll see you over on Molly's channel on her lives. All right, let's do it. One more message for the Aquarian general love messages. Aquarians. Aquarian. Y'all miss Aquarian Insight? Oh my God, she was one of my favorite tarot readers. Actually, I shouldn't say it like she's gone. She's actually Jay from Aquarian Insight. She literally made me want to be a tarot reader. She's one of my favorite tarot readers of all times. In addition to many others, but she's on Library TV or something. I'm the worst and I haven't checked it out yet. Don't tell her. I feel really bad and self-conscious. I'm a YouTube girl. It's there. I click it. It's easy. I do have to go check out her readings, but if you don't already, support her. She's incredible. She's honestly one of like the best tarot readers. She's a tough love, no bullshit tarot reader, which is, that is me. That is my little slice of heaven. It's like, beat me up, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, moving on. All right, there you are, King of Swords. Look at you, you're a badass. You a badass. Some of you are gonna get some tattoos. You're getting bored and you're getting tattoos. Well, that's okay by me. With your Leo, did some of you get tattoos with a Leo or with someone who you thought was your soulmate? Not to say they aren't or aren't, but it's almost like you're beating yourself up about it because now you're questioning if they were the right one. The message is going to go multiple ways, but yeah, some of you got tattoos. Some of you got tattoos with a significant other or a spouse, or, oh, some of you are going to get a tattoo of your children's names. That's very cute. I actually like that quite a bit. All right, so what's the message here? Again, it could be that you're going to be dating another Aquarius. Again, something about the tattoos are very important. Does this Aquarius have a tattoo? Is that what they do by profession? Is that where you met this person? That's important. Anyway, moving on, you also have very strong Leo energy here, or it could also be a male air sign, which is nice because I actually haven't seen any air signs in this yet. So if you're interested in a male air sign, they're a little bit domineering. They're a little bit controlling. But you're into it? Am I even allowed to say that? I know that I don't even know how I feel about that message, but there's something very, and I'm not going to write them off as a bad guy, but there is something very, like controlling about this person, and it could be a female, I'll be honest, right? But it's very strong masculine energy, so if it's a female, they're more in touch with their masculine side. But you're into it, especially, and I'm just gonna be honest, especially in the bedroom. They're very, they take charge. You get the message there. Yeah, especially in the bedroom. This feels like it could potentially develop into an unhealthy relationship. Not so much like physical abuse. I'm really not getting that. If that were the case, I would be like, nope, absolutely not. Like, I would not condone that in my reading. It doesn't feel like unhealthy in that way. It feels like it could swing unhealthy in terms of like being addicted to this person. Severe codependency. It's something about like, there's something so magnetic. I was going to say magnanimous. That's not a word, right? There's something very magnetic and charming. And when you're with them, it's like you get that rush of endorphins. This person may also have drug abuse issues, specifically like needles. I don't know what that would be, but I'm not a drug expert. And I don't mean to laugh at the situation. It's actually very serious. But anyway, what I was getting back to is like there's something where you feel alive when you're with them, but that could quickly turn into an unhealthy relationship where you feel like you have to be with them at all times in order to feel good about yourself. So, okay, I'll be honest. This one does have some red flags. It's not impossible, and it does feel new-ish. Or it could be that person I just heard, I can't quit you. Only it's not The Notebook. It's not charming and in that kind of way. It's not like this old-timey romance type thing, although you may think it is Aquarius. I get it. It's very untraditional. There's something unique and wacky about them, and hey, that's like crack cocaine to Aquarius, right? Someone who's different, someone who's unique. But yeah, literally as I say crack cocaine, right? This person may have struggled with drug issues, and I'm not judging, right? I'm not here to reprimand them for their past, you know. It's complicated. People are complicated, but I'm telling you there's something a little bit off about this, and I can't quite pinpoint it. It's just saying be alert, be aware, and especially about the addiction to your phone. Like, did they text me? Did they call me? Did they, am I checking their social media? Like, don't let it spin into that, because that's like a giant red flag. Keep this in perspective. Keep this in check. Ironically, I'm going to tell you the opposite of what I'm telling you regarding specifically this person or this situation. Think with your head, not your heart. Not with your organs down in your nether regions. All right, moving on. Nether regions. Okay, tell me about career and finances for Aquarius. Aquarius, this is a really strong reading. I'm into it. At least I'm into the love messages. Let's keep this momentum going for their career, finances, things of that sort for my Aquarians out there. What do they need to know about their job? There could be a new job offer specifically in something that works with animals. If any of you work with animals, and I'm almost, this might not have to do with a job, but I'm seeing something about lizards and snakes. So I don't know if that might just be a sign or a symbol. I don't know if you're a hiker, if you go out in nature a lot. It almost feels like a spirit guide checking in on you and giving you confirmations if you're worried or concerned about something. And again, it's not something to fear. I mean, again, use your logic, right? Don't go up and cuddle a poisonous snake. But yeah, no, there's something about like a reptile or something where you see it on like a hike and it kind of scatters away, but you're going to get the goosebumps. You're going to get the chills because that's one of your spirit guides checking in with you. It's like they're metaphorically trying to keep leading you down the right path. It feels like a breadcrumb trail. Keep following your gut. Keep following your intuition because it's leading you to the next career, to the next lucrative opportunity, whatever that is. It's important. Okay, moving on. That was just a little sample. Career and finances for Aquarius. Here we go. Ooh, that's exactly what I'm feeling in this reading. If you had to boil it down to 2 cards for this reading, Lovers and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, y'all are getting hitched or married, or maybe you work in some sort of industry that is about weddings or event planning, or maybe you work for a dating app. Love is in the air for you, Aquarius, so that could even translate into finding a job that you love or finding a work family that you absolutely love. It makes you feel alive. It makes you feel giddy with joy. Do you believe it, Aquarius? I believe it. All right. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a good money card. It also talks about fate, destiny, cycles. It's a blessing, really. And it may come unexpectedly. This feels like a relationship is transitioning. So if you've struggled with your boss, if you've struggled with a coworker, especially if it's been difficult, like walking on eggshells or having differing opinions, creative differences, things are starting to change or spin in a more positive direction, Aquarius. That's good news. Yeah, like you're walking away from the bullshit. You're not carrying around the drama, the resentment, the jealousy. If that was ever a thing for you, maybe that was someone else in your area. They're walking away from the drama, and now it's like, this is such an Aquarian humanitarian message. It's like, all right, let's do what's best for everyone. Like, let's make sure everyone's feeling good about this. Let's like make sure we're all on the same page. A lot of you, I see you at a keyboard. I also, actually, if I'm being honest, I see you at a typewriter. I know, it's a little retro, or maybe you're interested in old-timey stuff. Maybe you're dealing antiques or doing something with antiques. Some of you are buying a typewriter. I see you sitting, looking out a window, typing the next great American novel or European novel. Doesn't matter. It can be any country of origin. All right, so tell me about this. So there is a 10 of Swords here, but I don't freak out though, because I feel like it's an ending to something that was very negative, something that was holding you back. Especially if you felt like you got suckered into a position and come to find out you realized there was no growth or no potential to get more income. Some of you are choosing to leave that job behind, or I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be real with you. It could indicate a firing, but again, with this, it's saying, it's essentially in the long term saying, oh, thank God I didn't stay at that job because I was like effing miserable. It's like, okay, this is like a new chapter in my life. And just in metaphor, yes, this could be romantic partnership. It's a choice. It's a decision. It's a good one. It's a positive one. You're going to be like, thank God I made that choice because my life just like increased in positivity like tenfold. This is a very, very strong reading, Aquarius. I'm into it. So again, I just want to highlight the 10 of Swords is a shitty ending. The 10 of Swords is like, ugh, why did I go through that? Why me? Woe was me. My heart is broken. This didn't work out. I don't have money. Again, this ending ushers in this beginning. This ain't no big thing. Remember to keep perspective. Zoom out, the wider picture. This is going to be I don't even want to say momentary. It's going to be more than that. This is going to be a fly in your ointment. I hate that expression. Gross. I wish I didn't say that. This is going to be a nuisance. This is going to be a pain in the ass. But if you keep in mind that this is what awaits you on the other side of the tunnel, you're going to get through this just fine. And you are. Look, you're going right after it. You're chasing that moon. You're following that intuition. You're chasing that Cancer or that Pisces, aren't you? If you do have a friend who is a Cancer or a Pisces, they're going to be able to hook you up with a job. Network the shit out of that. Yeah, if you are in dire straits, if you unexpectedly get laid off, just to be clear, that's not everybody's story here. General messages. If you don't like this message, don't take it. If you do unexpectedly get laid off, although this would not be unexpected. Here's the thing. This is not the Tower. This is something that's been piling up again and again and again over long periods of time. it took you a long time to get all those 10 swords in your back, so I do want to highlight this. This would not be unexpected. It might be unplanned. It might be undesired, unwanted, but you would kind of see this coming, especially with all these like intuition cards coming up. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, network with your friends, especially your water sign friends, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There may be a job opening, and if you just happen to shoot them a text like, hey, I'm unemployed, let me know if you got anything, they'll be like, oh, actually, this position just opened up. That was me texting, if you didn't know. Actually, something just opened up. That's how I text. That's how I answer your emails when you book a personal. I would love to book a personal with you. Anyway, moving on. I'm kind of a wreck tonight, but these messages are great. I'm actually digging it. All right, new messages about work. Brand new messages, things we haven't heard before. There will be justice. There will be karmic justice, and there might be signing of new contracts. There's major transformation going on. Hell yeah, there is. Major transformation going on in your financial life or in your career life, but it does involve walking away from something. So whatever you're clinging to, if it's not bringing you joy, if it's not bringing you passion, I'm not going to say money, because if you love it and the money isn't there yet, the money will come. Promise. If you're doing something where you're breaking your back and you effing hate it, you need to walk away. That's what this is saying. This is getting away from thoughts that are cluttering your mind, things that are dragging down your vibe, cluttering your headspace, your heart space, right? Six of Swords is like, let's get ourselves to smooth sailing. Let's get out of these rocky waters. Not in this depiction, of course, but essentially that's what the Six of Swords is. It's finding mental clarity and getting rid of the thoughts that aren't serving you. Things that are kind of cluttering, yes, but constipating. That's the word I'm going to use. Get it out, let it go. Just like Frozen. Maybe some of you are going to be filmmakers or animators or working on Disney films or Pixar, or some of you just bought a t-shirt that has cartoons on it. I don't know why that's important, but it is. What were you thinking about when you bought that t-shirt? Anyway, so some of you are going to open your own clothing line or merchandise, fashion. Are there any fashionistas out there? Some of you are going to be teachers. Some of you are making t-shirts in your classroom, especially with younger children. I see like hand paintings on t-shirts or something like that. Anyway, moving on. Some of you are going to go back to school, finally. I did say finally. I think that means you've been thinking about it for a while. Some of you are going to study abroad. You're going to go to another country. I'm getting somewhere in Asia. I know that's a huge continent, but that's all I'm getting. Oh, something about samurai swords. All right. I don't know what to do with that, but you'll know if it's your message. Maybe that has to do with your career or your business. Maybe that's someone you're going to meet who's going to give you a job. Maybe that's a mutual interest of yours. Some of you are going to start taking like exercise classes. Specifically, it could be like jujitsu, but I'm also seeing like sword fighting. Is that a thing? I guess it must be, right? I mean, fencing, yes, but this feels like samurai swords. I don't know what that is, Aquarius. I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, some of you are starting a business out of your home or out of your home office. It could just be that you're like a freelance construction worker, also something about a painter or an interior designer. Yeah, you should paint, even if that's not your main career goal. There's something very therapeutic about you painting, finger painting, acrylics, watercolors, whatever it is, start your damn painting. Because it's going to launch you into something that you're destined for. It's going to launch you further to your North Star. But again, you need to leave something behind. With this transformation, there needs to be some sort of sacrifice of what isn't serving you anymore on your spiritual path. It could be a person, it could be a job, it could be simply cleaning out your closet and metaphorically cleaning out your energy, your body, your headspace, your heart space. Get rid of what you don't need. It's a good time to declutter. And some of you are being asked to make room in your life for relationships. It could be that some of you have become a workaholic and you're comfortable doing that. It's what you've always known, but it's saying, okay, you've, what is the expression I'm getting? It's like, you've succeeded in flying colors in that arena. Now it's time to move on to the next level. I'm getting video game metaphors. Maybe some of you design video games. I am seeing a lot of cartoon characters. Super Mario Brothers. I'm not sure what that is, but sounds fun. Looks fun. Yeah, there is an ending of the old you and a transition into the new you, or into the new life that you're creating for yourself. And I don't mean to say that every career reading has to be ending one job and going to another, but I'll be honest, those messages frequently come through in tarot. Because everybody's looking for that nudge of confirmation of, oh, okay, I should leave this job finally and chase my dreams. There is no right time. You have to trust your intuition. You have to be logical. And the amount of risk people are willing to take, it varies, right? Some people just quit the day of. They up and leave. I'm done with this shit. It's over. Other people, they plan their departure 2 years in advance. You have to decide your timeline, but I sense a lot of you leaving for the long term, pursuing something else. But here's the thing. I get the impression the other thing you're wanting to pursue, it's not up and running yet. It's in its very early stages. You're still building it. You're still working on the website. You're still organizing like the structure of the company. I don't know what it is, but it feels like it's not quite there yet, but keep going at it because you have multiple cards indicating cycles and transformation. And again, Wheel of Fortune, all these cards are very positive. This feels like the ending of something that was long overdue to end, and you guys know exactly what this is. You know what this is, Aquarius. Don't you play coy. All right, some of you're going to run into a Scorpio, and it's going to be very fortuitous. Some of you are going to apply for a loan or some sort of, yeah, I just see you reaching out your hand to collect, and you're going to get it. So if you're asking dad or mom for money, if you're asking bro or sis, if you're applying for a business loan, it actually looks very positive. There's reciprocity, especially in Libra season, which we are in now. So jump on that opportunity. Money looks good. Money looks equal. Go further down the rabbit hole in this crazy, wacky idea you have. Keep digging, because you're going to reach something. Possibly not in the timeline you're hoping or anticipating, but it's there. Keep digging. Keep digging. Digging holes. But you're not. If anything, you're digging yourself out of a hole. That's what it feels like. It's positive. Keep going. Then you got the World. Yeah, I like this a lot. There's obstacles right now, isn't there? Saturn energy, Saturnian. This is saying have faith. It's all going to balance out. You will reestablish the order and the harmony in your life. But when you're going into a new cycle, it's a little bit weird. You got to find your footing, right? So anticipate it's not going to be completely smooth sailing. It will be eventually. You have Six of Swords twice. That's exactly what that says. I think this is a prediction of where you're headed. I don't think you're Six of Swords yet. This feels like you're Five of Swords. You're a little bit half in, half out. Five of Swords is typically that guy like peering over his shoulder, looking back at the people he just like steamrolls. I don't think that's you, though it is an Aquarian card. But it is saying, typically for me, that card is about winning at all costs. Here, I think that phrase applies, but not in terms of being cruel to others or steamrolling others, which you would never do. You're an Aquarius, right? And don't. It's saying winning at all costs, to invest in your dreams, to invest in what it is that you want to do and create in this life, Aquarius. YOLO. I'd say you only live once, but I actually don't believe that. I think our souls live in many different lifetimes. But anyway, no time like the present. That's maybe a better way of putting it. Win at all costs. Believe in yourself at all costs. Chase your dreams at all costs. The universe is listening. This is literally the world, the universe, God, source, spirit. This is the higher perspective, right? Raise your vibration. Maybe some of you are just kind of in a state of depression or darkness. Maybe you got seasonal depression. Maybe you're trying to figure out like your life purpose. You're on the right track. There's like a breadcrumb trail. And we said that earlier about universe is trying to get you to come a little closer, come closer, come closer. You're getting it slowly. Be patient. That's hard, right? You got earth energy here. Earth energy says be patient. Plant the seeds. They're not going to develop overnight. But if you're willing to be, as same we said with your relationship, if you're willing to be in it for the long haul, you will see the reward and success of your endeavors. Again, like I want to say tenfold. Like there's a lot of potential here. It's up to you what you want to do with it. All right. One more message, completely different on career and finances. Let's switch decks. Let's do Mermaid Tarot. Why not? This deck's adorable. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Brand new messages, career and finances for Aquarius. I think there's someone who leaves comments on my channel, and I love her. Is it like her handle name? It's Aquarius. yes. Like, yes, girl. If you're watching, what's up? I love your name, and it's delightful, and it makes me giggle. Aquarius. Yes, girl. I don't know if it's on Instagram or YouTube, but it's hilarious. Anyway, moving on. Shout out to the Aquarians. Here we go. So, you feel trapped. Oh, no. Something about preserved. Preserving yourself. What does that mean? Preserving yourself for what? Oh, some of you may actually be is this the right term? Freezing your eggs for pregnancy? You may be getting towards an age where you're worried about I don't know what this has to do with your career. Maybe this is what you do professionally. People who freeze their eggs. Something about fertility. Preserving. Some of you are preservationists. It could be archivists or preserving. It could be natural resources, but I'm almost getting like history, like the Natural Museum of History. No, I see you working in like a museum, preserving. It could be art and paintings and portraits, but also, gosh, this message has come through twice, and it's so random. Something about like a dinosaur exhibit. It wasn't in this reading, it was some other sign, but I don't think I've ever given that tarot message before, and it's not even the same cards. That something about that keeps coming up. Like creating like the structural system of any living, breathing thing at one time, but I'm getting like dinosaur, woolly mammoth, what is that place on La Brea? And you guys know what I mean by the tar pits. Isn't there like a dinosaur? My Angelino, sorry. You know what I'm talking about. Something about that. Maybe you're going to go on a date there or something, or meet somebody who works there. Yeah, like a museum curator or something like that. Anyway, sorry. Completely random. Let's get back to this. You may have a friend reaching out to you, very likely a Capricorn, who's really in a bind. They're in a pickle, and they're probably going to ask you to loan them some money. I'll be honest, Aquarius, it actually seems like you're not necessarily in a good place where you're able to do that. So it's saying provide them with the resources you can, but that's not just financial. That's offering them a place to stay. It doesn't have to be forever. It could be for a week. Offering them peace of mind of, hey, I got you. Do you want to talk about what's going on? Offer them. It's almost like your wisdom, your counseling, like a guidance counselor. That's going to be a huge job for some of you too. It's saying offering people money might be the easy way out, because it's just, okay, I write the check, here you go. This is about more than that. This person, they might not even ask you for money, but you may be quick to offer that, which is very nice and generous. But it's actually saying this person just needs to talk. This person needs a friend. This person needs a listening ear. That's really would be honestly more valuable to them in some circumstances. So if you have the money to give and you're happy to do it, by all means. I'm a firm believer in you get what you give. So karma will come through for you later on. However, if you are pinching pennies yourself, you need to be logical. If you're not in a place to loan them money, help them spitball some ideas of how to get themselves out of this tricky situation. For some of you, it feels like your friend is experiencing marital problems, and they may be going through really brutal fights. Please make sure they're okay. Please make sure they're safe. Please make sure they know that should be their main priority. Some of you are okay, and again, this leads into job stuff. It really does. Some of you are going to be helping victims of spousal abuse. It seems like you're volunteering time it could be shelters or something like that. And that sounds like a very heavy, taxing job, but from what I understand from what the cards are saying, it would be quite rewarding. So I'm not sure if that's just a volunteering of your time or if it's something you get paid to do. But again, your wisdom, your logic, your knowledge would be very soothing to help counsel those who are really lost in life, who are struggling with their own inner demons, and maybe through no fault of their own. People who are, I almost want to say, like victims of circumstance. You may, in some capacity, Aquarius, you may help in some sort of job related to that, as well as teaching. And I always hate to make it icky, because that's such a deep, heavy message. It's like you're doing like you're an earth angel, right? There's also money to be made there. And I don't mean to make that like an icky message, but hey, God gave you these talents for a reason, so you may as well use them, right? So, all right. So some of you are applying to jobs. What's the deal here? You have beautiful penmanship, Aquarius, and if you don't, it's saying you need to improve your penmanship. Okay, some of you didn't hear back because you wrote something on the application and it was scribbled, and so they have no way to contact you, especially if it was your phone number. I'm getting digits that were smeared in the ink, or send a follow-up email. You know, it's not that you have to harass them, but do the, hey, thank you so much for the interview, just checking in, let me know if I can provide you with anything else. Yeah, a lot of you need to follow back up or do like the preliminary, like thanks for the interview type thing. Yeah, for some of you, you smudged something or your handwriting was illegible, and I don't know why, but that might be impacting why you didn't hear back. Anyway, for those who are applying to jobs, some of you are psychics. Some of you should be tarot card readers. Start your damn YouTube channel. I'll subscribe to it. Let me know. Start your YouTube channel. You're very gifted in tarot cards and psychic readings. You're very intuitive. You're an empath. You probably do, you probably collect crystals or do candle magic. You're, again, with the tattoos, you're going to get a tattoo of something kind of mystical. Yes, you help, this is completely different, but although it might not be, especially if you're a tarot card reader, you help hold a mirror up to other people and really force them to analyze and look at both their beautiful qualities and things that they see in themselves that they don't like, things they want to change, areas and avenues in their life in which they seek improvement. You could be a life coach. Wheel of Fortune, baby. You got the Wheel of Fortune twice. Money's gonna flow. You have really strong cards, Aquarius. I don't know what else to tell you. Again, I'm getting a message too about watch your obsession in a relationship that probably isn't good for your mental health or emotional health. That's really the only red flag in a lot of these readings that I see. And also be patient, especially if you're a startup, if you're starting your own company, if you're starting your own YouTube channel, if you're starting any business. Slow and steady. Be consistent, but you don't have to go all in because you're gonna burn out too quickly. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Aquarius, you fine. You're doing fine. Oh, but I did tell you about the job offer. Okay, so yeah, let me switch decks. One last thing about the job offer. What's the deal? What can we tell them? Write in your journal, write poetry, do a lot of writing, write a lot of journals, start a blog. You guys are, of course you're very skilled with words. Of course you are. Some of you are writing slam poetry, and I'm going to tell you in advance, Aquarius, it's a little weird, it's a little out there, but you should do it anyway. Don't worry about the critical reception of your poems or your performance. Something about your words. I see you speaking at a mic, and it's very unusual. It's very untraditional. It could be very political. I don't want to comment on that too much. It might be slightly controversial. As long as you're doing it with goodness in your heart, you know, fight for justice and truth with integrity, with honesty, then yeah, go for it. Don't be afraid to be the bad guy as long as you're not intentionally hurting anyone with your words, Aquarius. Yeah, you have very important things to say. You have many matters to speak on. Some of you post a lot of political things on your Instagram, and your Instagram is going to blow up because of that, because of your dedication to support some cause, to seek justice in some area. Oh, as I just knocked myself off the table. So here's the thing. I want to say this. The immediate job interview you're thinking of, the one that you're waiting to hear back on, are you ready for this? Probably not. However, it's a blessing in disguise because it's going to open another door for you that you would not have opened had you been hired at that job. Now, for some of you, apply to a million jobs, right? I'm just saying the one that you're like, why haven't I heard back? If they were able to legibly read your application and call you back or whatever, you may not have heard back because they may have chosen another candidate. This is so positive. I said the same thing to Capricorn. Before you freak out, know in advance, this says to me, it's a nail in the coffin, right? 3 of Swords, a little depression, heartbreak, disappointment. The first one that pops into your head, probably not going to happen. But when that doesn't happen, it's like, welcome to the office, welcome to the studio, welcome to your new life, Aquarius. I would much rather have this one than this one. I'm telling you, like, this is the world, right? Yeah, this is, again, the world. Huge, big opportunity. I feel like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. Mistake, huge, big. Pay no mind to this one. I know you wanted it. I know your heart was set on it. Some of you may get it. If you do, you're still probably going to quit and go after this one. I'm telling you, there's power to the second option. I hope that makes sense to some of you. All right, again, the lovers. You've had the lovers 4 times in this reading. So very strong Gemini energy or love and romance, love and relationships, Aquarius. Make time for both. Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make time for both your career as well as your sweetheart. That would be my advice to you. Aquarius, you've been awesome. Thanks for joining me here today at the Intuitive Teacup. Please do like, share, subscribe, share this with friends, especially if it spoke to you. Have a kick-ass October. I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.